Hi, welcome to Victoria's Kitchen. Today we will be making a French dessert. And this kind of dessert, guys, it's not really like you call it from the scratch because we bought it from the store. But what is the essence of this cooking is the ingredient that is present in this dessert. And this kind of dessert, guys, I will be showing you. I'm sure most of you was able to see this. So this is the kind of dessert we have, and we bought it from the store. And they call it, guys, parfait vanille. So, how they make this one is, all you need to do is to have 1 liter of milk, equivalent to 3 sachets. So, 3 sachets, 1 liter of milk, and all you need to do is to bring the milk into boil. And I stir it continuously to avoid burning the bottom of the casserole. So this is a very simple dessert, guys, that we used to make it here. It is simple, quick, and easy. But what are the ingredients in this dessert? Well, while waiting for our cooking, we will be talking about a little of the ingredients. What are the ingredients? Well, so far, according to what is written in the box or in the procedure, it says there is a cornstarch of the wheat flour, cornstarch, no, in our country. Because of course it is French. It says here amidon. I think amidon is like cornstarch in our language or in our place. Amidon, yung parang lumulundag doon sa bottom where the cornstarch. Amidon double. Amidon double. That's one of the ingredients, and there is also, of course, since I am making a chocolate flavor, so I have the powdered chocolate present in this. There's also a kind of cornstarch, and of course the Carrageenan, and the milk, egg, and fruit cookie. It means there is a presence of a little flavor of fruits, but those are just traces. It means in a very small quantity or small amount present in here. So don't ask me the exact recipe, because this is not my recipe, guys. I'm just showing you how it looks like, the dessert here in France. And I'm sure, as far as I remember as well, based in my personal experience when I was a kid, seems like my mom was able to make it like more or less like this. But I'm sure she was using a cornstarch from the corn. Here, they're using it coming from the wet. And of course, it has a presence of Carrageenan, guys. So later on, we will be talking about the Carrageenan. But for now, I'm just showing you how to make it and how this dessert coming up, and of course how it looks like, and the outcome or the product, the output of this cooking, I will be showing you. So what we are making here is to bring the milk into boil, and I continue stirred up his milk. Otherwise, there's a chance that the bottom will burn and it might resurface later on. So it's not really nice to see if there were some burn parts of the milk that will resurface. So we will see if it is started to boil, then we can put the powdered chocolate powder in here. So basically guys, there is 60%, approximately 60% or 64%. It was written here in the box. It says 64% present in here, the ingredients: chocolate, powdered chocolate, 64% quantity in here. So there is a cacao and the sugar, of course. So basically that's the content. That is not my recipe, but I'm just showing you how to make this simple recipe, guys. So it means if you want to make it, and this is so easy recipe to make at home, and even your grown-up kids might make it because it's just too easy, simple and easy to follow. So I think our milk started to boil now. So remember again, 1 liter of milk equivalent to 3 sachets, which is, I'm not really sure how much the quantity for every sachet, guys. So I can see it started to thicken at the bottom part of the casserole. So this is you call it ready-made dessert. Excuse me. It comes in different flavor. So what do you think, guys? It start to boil. I'll bring up a little bit higher, maybe. You will slowly pour it down, guys. So that's with the chocolate. Now, what is the essence of this cooking? Obviously, most of you might say this is a very easy and simple recipe. Of course, this is not my recipe, but I'm just showing you how to make it. But what is the essence, and I want to talk about here, is the one of the ingredient that is commonly present in the Philippines, which is what we call Carrageenan. Are you familiar with Carrageenan, guys? And what is the purpose of this Carrageenan in our food? What is Carrageenan, by the way? And what is the content of the Carrageenan? Carrageenan, do you know what is Carrageenan, guys? Carrageenan, guys, is usually we call it Guso in our place. You know what is Guso? Are you from Cebu? So if you are from Cebu City, there is a big producer of Carrageenan there in Cebu. And this Carrageenan, guys, we call it Guso. Commonly known as Guso in our country. It's a seaweeds, actually. I hope I can make it perfectly, guys. Because one hand is holding the cell phone and one hand is stirring. I hope I can make it perfectly. And I need to stir this one up to 5 minutes. Stirring. So we are now in the 4, so I will be waiting 5 minutes. Have you ever tried making this? So you have to cook it and stir it for 5 minutes. So we are now on the 4 minutes or 3 more minutes to go. We are done. So it start to thicken now, guys. Start to thicken. So once it's taken, you have to be ready with all your receptacle, because you will not wait that it will harden before you will transfer. So 3 more minutes to go. Start to thicken now, guys. Two more minutes. And it started to thicken, guys. So you have to be ready with everything. Transfer it right away. Is this one. So you have to sit aside. So for the 3 pieces, you got 1 only. That's all we have made. So we are done. So what we need to do, guys, after it was in place, we will wait until it will cool down, and then we will put it in the refrigerator and put it overnight, because since we will need it tomorrow for breakfast, or sometimes you can eat it sometimes in the afternoon or as a dessert. So for now, we'll be continuing talking about Carrageenan. What is the purpose of Carrageenan? So the Carrageenan, guys, actually it is a hydrocolloid, and according to the research in Google, it contains ammonium, calcium, magnesium, and potassium, and sodium, also sulfate esters of galactose, and there were also anhydrogulactose polysaccharides. So actually, guys, this is coming from Google. So if you want to do research, you can do your own research. But what is really the purpose of Carrageenan, guys? Carrageenan is widely used in the food and other industries as thickening. So that is why the action of the Carrageenan here hold the particles of the chocolate in the amidon, or you call it the cornstarch, to hold it in the surface that it will not submerge at the bottom. So basically, that is the purpose of the Carrageenan. And it is widely used in the food and other industries as thickening and stabilizing agents. So can't you see? Thickening and stabilizing agents. So that is the purpose. And the main applications of Carrageenan is in dairy, sa mga gatas, and meat products due to their strong binding to food proteins. So ang mangyayari, binabayan niya pala. Siya yung nagbigay ng lakas na ibabayan niya yung mga food proteins content in there. So when used in food products, Carrageenan has the you call it EDTA, but that is maybe some of the people who work or related to engineering or chemical engineering, they can understand the additives or the EDTA presence in there. But anyway, we will not talk about it because that is not my expertise. I just get this research from the Google. But just for your information, Carrageenans are used in a variety of commercial applications as gelling, thickening, and stabilizing agent, especially in food products such as frozen desserts such as this, and also chocolate milk, yung mga gatas natin, yung mga chocolate milk, kasi pag wala itong Carrageenan, guys, makita mo mag-separate yung water at saka yung chocolate powder niyo doon. And also cottage cheese, meron din yan konti. Then whipped cream, instant product, yogurt, jellies, pet food, sauce, yung mga ganyan, sauce, meron din yan. Ano pang meron? Ang alam ko dati sa atin sa Pilipinas, yung mga toothpaste yata, meron din yan. But anyway, guys, you can do your own research if you want, but it's just a little informations about Carrageenan that I get from Google, and I'm just sharing it to you, just in case for some people who have no time to do some research. So, what is Carrageenan basically? It is a seaweeds, and we used to call it Guso in our native country, Philippines. So that is a seaweeds, guys, and you know seaweeds is very important in also in our ecosystem. So may question na nakita ako doon, sabi, what would happen if there was no seaweeds? So assuming all algae disappear, what will happen? Ocean food webs world completely collapse. Algae is the main driver of photosynthesis, and without it, the basic energy inputs for the rest of the food webs would be gone, causing mass die-off in the ocean. So that is taken from Google research, guys. So that would happen, guys. Delikado pag mawala pala ang mga seaweeds sa dagat. Well, anyway, ang alam ko lang dati, itong Carrageenan sa Cebu, tinatanim ito eh. Tinatanim talaga ito, guys. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam, I'm sure most of you knows about it, guys. Well, that's all for tonight. Just a little information about Carrageenan, and I hope I was able to give you a little insight about it. And if you want to do more, do your own research in Google. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy with our dessert making tonight. Bye for now. And of course, special shout out to all my viewers. Since I left the paper, I cannot get the names. But special shout out to all of you and to all my subscribers. So I hope I could pick up my list next time and I could shout out all of you. And I would like to special shout out to all my super chatters. Karil Siloterio, Mini Vlog, Ann Korea, Homemade Cooking Made Easy. And is there anyone I miss? Well, if I miss one, I would like to make another shout out on my next video, guys. So tonight, I would like to say thank you so much, and I hope to catch you soon in my next video. Bye for now. We need a molder to make it like this. Since we don't have a molder, we'll just leave it like this.